Hello, love. Welcome home to Eden. This is Eve Christoph, your love life muse. Stick with me for the hottest news and subscribe to this channel to get somewhere new. This is Love Life with Eve on YouTube. So, should you even date a woman who insists that you should be circumcised, or who even believes in circumcision as something she would do to her child? This is what I'd like you to consider. I made a video on how against circumcision I am. I believe it's actually child abuse. To take a knife to your child and cut off any part is child abuse. I mean, I have a friend who all she did was give a tiny little tap on her kid that scared a teacher who saw it and had her kid taken away from her, but to cut off a part of your kid and to a baby and say that that's okay, I really feel women have no right to choose over a man's body when he's born. He can choose that. And I made this video last week, a series of them, and I got a whole flurry of love mail from all these men that were so thankful for those videos, and men telling me that they actually had women pressuring them and to have the operation of circumcision. So you may want to consider that a woman who wants you circumcised actually has a masculine spiritual essence at her core. Now, why is this? If she had a masculine essence, wouldn't she care more about your masculinity? Wouldn't she be able to identify with your pain and suffering and the beauty of your body? No, because the masculine is all about this cleanliness thing, this predictability thing, this everything being normalized, everything being ritualized in terms of fitting in. A woman who wants you to look a certain way and fit in for her benefit. This whole thing on the planet right now. Our masculine selves have gotten way out of balance with being very preoccupied with things like limpia. Like when I was in Mexico, the men had this thing about they were going to limpia the gardens. They were going to clean the gardens, which meant kill every flower, pour poison on every beautiful bush, and cut down the 1,000-year-old trees in the courtyards of the ancient churches. They would do this ritual of limpia, of cleaning, because they wanted control over. Nothing too sensual, too spiritual, too wild should exist, so that they could control everything, right? So the woman who wants control over you, who wants you to be less sensual and less sensitive and less emotional, is going to want you circumcised. See? Because she's got a masculine essence. That's what she values. And there are men with feminine essences who want to be more flowing, who want to be more spiritual, more artful, more wild, more free, more intuitive, more sensitive, more inner, more meditative, and less about career and more about their bodies and just their own enjoyment of life and nature, regardless of what other people think from the outside. So this is all about you and your experience and your sensuality. We know that half of the receptors of your pleasure are in your foreskin. 20,000 receptors or something like that